It's time for a plushie review. Now, I had this idea because I was trying to figure out if I was going to buy a certain plush, and I was looking at a bunch of other people's comments about it, and I figured people might want to know my opinions in order to make their own decisions. So I asked you guys, and you guys said yes. So that's what we're doing today, and our first one is the Build-a-bear Bidoof. And of course, my cat Opal is my assistant, so you will hear her meowing. I hope you enjoy that. Some disclaimers before we get into it. I only buy plushes I like, obviously. I'm not going to spend money on stuff I don't like. So I will always say yes. But I'm going to give you some facts and some opinions and some observations that might help you decide if you want to buy this plush or not. I will be trying to keep these relevant to plushes that are currently out that you can get so that people can actually make some sound decisions. Of course, if you have any suggestions on what plushes you would like me to review, go ahead and comment them down below, and I will see which ones I want to do. First off, a very important factor whenever buying plushes is the pricing. Pricing is a huge deal for a lot of different people. Everyone has a different budget. Everyone has different spending money. Sometimes you get money as a gift. So you want to figure out what you're going to do with it. This Bidoof right here is pretty decent in size. It is available through Build-a-bear. It is a Build-a-bear only plush. You can get it in-store or online, and the prices do differ between the two. Most of the time, all of the time, they release the Pokemon ones as bundles online. So they're always going to be more expensive than if you go in-store. In-store, just Bidoof by itself, no other fun stuff, is $36. For this size and quality, I think $36 is a pretty good deal. Now, I did opt to get the flannel for this Bidoof. It was just too good to pass up. The flannel was $12.50, bringing my total up to $48.50 without tax. I have personally never bought a Build-a-bear online, but the bundle is $63. It comes with this shirt, a scarf that I believe is an online exclusive. You can only get it with the online bundle, and all the Bidoof sounds, which, let's be honest, are incredibly cute. I don't necessarily feel the need to have all of that, so that's why I typically go in store, pick and choose what I want. I don't usually get the clothes. I think only Bidoof and Mimikyu have I ever felt the need to get the outfit as well. So usually it's just the $36. They usually are around the same pricing for all of them when they come out. Online, they do have sales pretty often. In-store, not as much, especially for the new releases. They almost never have them on sale in-store. Now, these items are currently online and in-store, but in-store all goes from store to store. Depends on how much they got, how many they sold, and so on. So please be nice to your service workers. Now that we talked about how much it is and where it's available, let's talk about the plush itself. She's a honker. Let's be honest, but that makes it all the much better. I like to go to the store to get them stuff because I like them nice and firm. They're part of my collection. I don't want them to sag. I want them to be able to stand. And if I want to cuddle them, I don't want the stuffing to get too compressed. So that's why I like them packed firmly with stuffing. I would also like to note that this Bidoof is in fact a female. Bidoof is one of the few Pokemon that has an identifiable gender difference. And for Bidoof, it is the tail. If it's a female, it has the 3 little puffs. If it's a male, it will have 2 more puffs on the side. So that's how you can tell. I have learned that almost every Bidoof item that has come out has been female. It's probably easier in the long run to not have to do as many little poofs. But if they wanted to, they could. And they chose to stay female. That's all I'm saying. The Build-a-bear fabric is always super soft. The stitching is always super nice. One thing I will say about this fabric is it's that more like sturdier fabric. This like I swear catches every fuzz imaginable. I'm looking at my teddy ursa right now and has the same thing for its claws, and it has fuzz all over it. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. Otherwise, it is super soft. I've never seen this happen with a Build-A-Bear before, but the stitching to keep it closed did not go inside. It was super busy that day, so it's really not that big of a deal because I'm not roughhousing with it. But if you are giving this to a child who you know is going to play with it, or even just yourself who's going to cuddle with it all the time, I would make sure that your stitch is nice and hidden so that you don't accidentally undo it. You can take them back to Build-A-Bear most of the time. Depends on the store. They're a little weird about Pokemon because of licensing, but they should be able to restuff and restitch your Build-A-Bears for you. I am going to talk about the shirt for this one just because I got it, but it is this flannel with these cute little Pokeballs in every other square. It is it's not like actual flannel fabric, but it mimics it pretty well. On the inside, it is fully white, but it does have actual working buttons, which I thought was cute. Usually I would think it would be Velcroed, but it was little buttons, so those actually work, which is just a nice little touch. I will say not every Build-A-Bear is made the same. This is a super proportionate plush. It is basically like a scale model of Bidoof. I will say every Build-A-Bear gets a little Build-A-Bear paw, so if that bothers you, just keep that in mind. But this is a really nice Build-A-Bear. Some Build-A-Bears get a little funky just because I think they do have a certain pattern they have to follow to keep on brand. But this is one of those ones that is just solid representation of what it actually is. So you guys can really see a side-by-side comparison. This is my Jazzwares Bidoof plush that is very much replicated. Jazzwares always does a pretty good job at replicating exactly what the Pokemon is. And here is the Build-A-Bear Bidoof. So as you can see, like, this is proportionate. This is what it looks like. There's a few differences you can see, but all in all, it's a solid representation of what Bidoof actually is. Now, obviously, I love it. I bought it with my money, and that's why I got it. Not everyone loves Bidoof, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You don't have to love Bidoof. But if you do love Bidoof, this is a solid plush for any Bidoof lover. Even if your friend loves Bidoof, I would highly recommend the Build-A-Bear Bidoof plush. I highly recommend all my plushes. Again, they're in my collection. But I hope that helps you guys out. If there's any details I missed, please leave it in the comments. This is obviously my first plush review video, and they will get better with time. But I'm going to enjoy this series. I love it already. I already have so many plush that I want to go through. Some new ones that I just got, so I'm excited to share with you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It supports my channel and tells me that you guys like this type of video. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!